Right, so DJ Waves here, and just looking at the sound system. I haven't been able to post any videos lately because I've been pretty busy working, and the fact it gets dark quick. So I just wanted to do a little update. So since that last video I've done, I've actually done a lot since that video. It looks like I have, but I haven't. Basically, let's see my shelves here, and screwed the amp down. And basically this was carved up with my Fiesta. I'll have to probably do another video on this at some stage into detail. Actually I'll probably cover it in this video, into the board. Yeah, so basically all I've done is I changed my lights up here for LEDs. They don't stay on for long anyway. After they've had the boot open for a while, they stop. Put my kickers in. Done another video before about wiring these into 8 ohms. These are now wired to 2 ohms. Obviously the pair of them together make 1 ohm. But that's what I've done into this, which really shouldn't be running on 1 ohm, but it sounds amazing. Distribution blocks down, 2 power cables coming out. At some stage I've got to re-dig this up because I don't know if you noticed, but this power cable is very short. It's not a power cable, it's a ground cable. But yeah, like I say, I've got to redo all of these cables. It's obviously the wrong colour, I know. I'll get around to changing that. Got 2 audio channels coming in, which is one for the sub and one for my rears, which is these 2. That is basically just a sort of a splitter, just so I can double up that channel into this one, because I've only got 1 cable coming in and it's a 4-channel amp. So right, there's a few other things I've done. I've changed the battery, which I'll show you in a second, but I actually, just in bad news, actually blew one of my speakers because it was set wrong on my amp. I got distracted whilst I was setting my amp up, and that's why you never get distracted when you do this kind of stuff. You make sure you allocate the right amount of time and you don't get distracted, because you blow a speaker. Basically what happened was I turned it up to about 3/4 of the way, maybe almost, where the bass setting was up on 2 of the 6x9s and not the other 2. The 2 that had their bass settings up, one of the speakers blew. So I'm just going to replace the pair of them, because that means this one has had as much strain as the other one. It's just the other one blew. So I'll keep that as a spare. Not a very good spare, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, the other thing I also found out about this amp, which is Vibe Slick V2 amp, and not that great, to be honest. It will do for my 6x9s until I upgrade him, but yeah, it's running at 2 ohms. If I'd have known that from the beginning, I would have put less strain on them. Basically, I haven't got it screwed in, as you can see in here. That's what I've done with them. And I put a voltmeter on here, and it said 2 ohms. So I was a bit shocked why it's just 2 ohms when I've got 4 speakers going into their own set of channels. It shouldn't have happened, but it has, sorry. Yeah, it's I don't know if you can hear that. It's blown. It's finished. Alright, so put that back in its home. As you can see, I've also put Dynamat in this. Basically, it's a separate box, just so when my sub's taking its air intake, which you can just about see, they're isolated, so there's no bass coming through to the 6x9s to blow. Even though one blew already, but yeah. Let's have a look at the battery. But before I go into that, one of the reasons why I need to strip this all back out again is because I need to upgrade the wiring. The wiring is the same wiring that's running my 6x9s. Considering I want to put a Sundown SCV 2000 in here, I'm going to have to upgrade my cabling to 10 gauge. What's in there at the moment is 14 gauge. I don't know if anyone else would want to risk running 14 gauge with 2000 watts, but I wouldn't. So 10 gauge will do. Right, now let's go on to the battery. Oh, where is it? Another view of my rears. Not very good, hasn't focused. Right, let's have a look. Right, so I put a cheap Exodite battery there for the time being, as you can see. Exide, whatever, how you say it. Right. Basically what was happening was my kickers would go and my voltage would drop to about 10 volts, which is sacrilege on a sound system, and yes, you could hear the difference. When I put the new battery in, even though it's nothing special, it kept the voltage around about late 12s, early 13. Yeah, basically that was enough to stop it from distorting, because basically what happens when they don't get enough power, they still push the speakers, but they just don't have the power to do anything, which can be damaging to your speakers because they end up flapping. So yeah, that's why I bought a new battery, even though it's a cheap one. Cheap is better than a dying battery. So again, that has to be changed at some stage, but it's a 5-second swap out, so it's not a problem. It should tide me over till summer. Yeah, when I start going to the shows and stuff. So yeah, so my plans for this is cabling, new amp. I'm going to try and put another sub in here, an 8-inch kicker, about 300 watt, and that run off of this amp. Because at 4 ohms, this thing's only capable of pushing up 380 watt. So that'll be enough for the speaker up here. Because right now, it's a little crappy Bose crap that's in there. So that'll be stripped out. And I'm debating whether to upgrade my 6x9s to... These are these? DCX 690s. I wanted to get the ECX 690s, I think they are. I think, don't quote me on that, but you know roughly what I'm about if you know your sound systems. Also, I need to upgrade my door speakers, because all of my door speakers are also still standard Bose. Part of the reason why I push the sound system as loud as I do is because it's got standard Bose in it. So I've ordered, like I say, a new pair of these. I've got the 6.5 inch ones of these as well to go for the backs. Probably going to have to do some adapter or something, I don't know yet, until I get in there. And I'm looking at the Focal 130, the ISS speakers for the fronts. I also wanted to put, just going to do a wood cut out, put down this bit, just so I can put some 5x7s in there. 5x7s have a nice punch to them, but I'm not going to get Hertz because they don't. The thing with Hertz, they're loud as hell, but they don't have punch. So I'm debating again with this one to try the higher end Hertz speakers, or I know the Focal 5x7s. I think they're the 570s ISS. I had them before my Fiesta, and they sound crazy, but they're about 160 quid. So. That's not really much of an option for me, because it gets expensive very quick. I still also have to change my centre console, because my centre console is singled in, and the head unit I want to put in this thing is the Pioneer X3800 DAB, the double DIN. I think it's AHV or AVH X3800, I think it is. That's what I want to put in this, but it means I have to change this for a double din one, which is doable because it does away with this. This moves down, and then goes your double din. Don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against single din, but you got less connectivity half the time, and no videos obviously, and just silly things like that. So that's what I want to put in this. Also, my speakers on the end, I'm going to put in on that corner, they're going to be running off a small amp that I want to tuck away in here, which is full of crap right now, but that's where I want to put it. That means I'd probably either have to run an 8 gauge cable from distribution block all the way back down here, or cut my 0 gauge here and put another distribution block in, which I'd rather not, but if I have to, I have to. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so that's the lowdown of my car sound system. I may or may not add some more extra speakers down the line, I don't know, but for now I want to see how that sounds when I finish my build. If it sounds good enough for me, then I'll possibly leave it, but I'm up for a challenge. So if any of you have any suggestions on where I can put speakers in this car, I'd be up for hearing about it. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'll do another video because I don't want to have to redo this one again, but just for copy protection and stuff like that, of me playing a song. So yeah, so I'll speak to you soon, or check out my other video with me blasting my sound system. Peace.